So I started, researching around apps that I can really use that can give me that nice professional camera look, and I came across YouCam Perfect. Guys, for me, that's my favorite app. It literally for me acts like a camera. There are so many other things that I use it for, but it's just an app that is so perfect for shooting. When I'm shooting with YouCam Perfect, the layout, the frames that I can use, there are so many options, the look and feel, just how the video looks for me. It just looks so different. Hello onliners, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia Nelao. If there's one thing I know for sure is that YouTubers and content creators don't always have the time to kind of carry laptops, lighting equipment and cameras wherever they find themselves. So it's just important to kind of adapt a flexible approach where you can capture moments, edit videos and upload videos wherever you find yourself. Now having that flexibility to kind of just do basic maintenance on your channel really just gives you that flexibility to upload content as much as possible. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about the top 10 apps that I make sure that I have on my phone as a content creator. And I also just want to talk to you guys about the process I follow. Now, as a content creator, I plan, shoot, edit, review, and upload. When I'm creating content, I spend a lot of time around planning. Guys, I can't emphasize how important planning is when it comes to content creation. You kind of need to plan around what it is exactly that you are going to be covering, what topic it is that you are going to be talking about. And if you spend a lot of time around planning, you're definitely gonna spend less time shooting your videos, and that's exactly where you want to be. Planning is very important, guys, and I would say even if it means spending a whole day planning around content, just do that. I think for me, I actually even go to an extent where I write down everything that I need to say to you guys. I just feel like when I really take a pen and I write everything on paper, that way everything just gets stuck in my mind and I don't forget what I've written. I know most of my friends would normally comment and say, but then why don't you just write it on your laptop? I think we all just have our own way of doing things, and I think for me, really writing down things really gives me that opportunity for things to kind of get stuck in my mind. If you don't spend a lot of time around planning, you'll find that when you come to shooting, you will spend a lot of time mumbling. You'll spend a lot of time around thinking what it is that you're going to say, and people will probably pick up you don't really know what you are saying. Planning is important, guys. We kind of really need to make sure that we plan as a content creator or as a YouTuber. Now, there are certain apps I use for planning and really just to plan around my content and to get organized, especially using my phone. The first app that I used to just make sure that I plan properly and that I'm organized is Google Docs. Google Docs is just an online work processor. It works as your Word document that you use on your laptop, but in this scenario, it is on your phone. Just having that liberty to continue when you are outside of your office or when you are outside of your home, outside of your shooting room, and really to make all the edits on all the content that you have been planning for the week, for the month. The beauty of it is that you can edit the same document and everyone else that you are working with on that same document can make the same edits with you. So I know most content creators have a team of people that would normally come up with their content or will help content edit or proofread anything. The beauty of Google Docs is, the fact that someone else can work on the same document. I think for me that is really just beautiful. You having the flexibility to work while you are offline on your phone. Even if you're not connected to an internet, you can literally work on your document offline, and once you get back home or you get back to the office, your document will sync to your Google Drive. For me, I think that's just the beauty of it, and I think in terms of content creation, it's just an app that you kind of need to make sure you have on your phone. The second app that I have on my phone and I use in terms of planning and getting organized is Notes. Guys, I've been using Notes I think now for the past 5 years or even more. It's my favorite app, and I use it for, just listing tasks about what it is exactly that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I spend a lot of time on notes, especially around nighttime when I'm about to go to bed. And when you're about to go to bed, a lot of ideas comes, and especially when you are still waiting for the sleep to come and it's still taking its time. I find notes to be just my favorite app in terms of taking note of things, listing things that I need to do, and especially in terms of my groceries, I literally find myself listing everything on notes. I just feel it's an app that you kind of need to have as a content creator, because you find yourself, sometimes you just get ideas wherever you are, and because you always have your phone with you, you can literally open notes and just list down whatever comes to your mind. That way it will help you remember the next morning, and when you are creating content, you can reference back to your notes on your cell phone. And I think the beauty of notes is also the fact that if you are an iPhone user and you have a MacBook at the same time, it literally syncs on iCloud, and so whatever notes you made on your cell phone, you will see that it would have updated on your laptop. Guys, that's just the beauty of it. It works for me. I don't know what other apps are out there that you guys are using in terms of just listing your tasks or listing whatever comes to your mind. You guys can share it in the description below. Just let me know what you are using on your end in terms of just keeping organized and planning around your content. The third app that I use for content creation is Google Drive or iCloud. You kind of need to make sure that your content is somehow saved on a cloud. You don't want to save your content on a laptop, on your local machine, on a hard drive. You don't want to do that. And I know iCloud can be expensive because you kind of need to pay a subscription on a monthly basis. But I also understand that it is really important that you make sure that your documents are safe and that you never lose them. So you kind of need to have an archive of your old videos, just in case you need them in the future. You never know. I'm not a fan of really getting rid of everything. You come up with an archive on a cloud just really to help you out in the future when you are developing similar content. You don't necessarily want to get rid of everything. And one thing for sure, when you have got so many videos stored on your local machine, you will end up running out of space. And what most of us do, will just then delete the videos or the old videos that we have. I don't think it's a very smart way. We kind of need to come up with a smart way. And I just feel like you making sure that you save your content on iCloud, it just literally helps you to sleep much better, knowing that your documents are safe and that you are able to access your document at any point in time wherever you find yourself. Now guys, you need to remember you are always with your phone, and you kind of need to be functional as a content creator just by using or having your phone in your possession alone, without your cameras, without your laptops, and without everything else that comes along with being a content creator. The last app I use for planning and really just making sure I get organized is my Gmail app. Now my Gmail app for me is so important because this is where you get all your notifications, and especially for those of you guys that have been monetized when it comes to YouTube, this is where you get all your notifications. And if it has to do with money, you literally need to make sure that you are the first one to get it. So it's really important that you have your Gmail app on your mobile phone just for notifications, and especially also for your YouTube. This is where you get your notifications in terms of your followers or your viewers commenting on your channel. This is literally where you get all your notifications, and you need to make sure that you have that as part of your collection of apps on your phone. Those are the 4 apps I use to just plan, get organized, and really make sure that my documents and my content are saved correctly. I can access my content even if I'm away from home, or even if I'm away from my shooting room. I can still have access to my content. So really around planning, those are the 4 apps I always try to make sure that I have as part of my apps collection on my phone. So moving on, now that you have planned around your content, you know exactly what it is that you are going to be talking about to your viewers. You have everything organized, you know where exactly you are going to be storing your content, and you have all your planning out of the way. This is when we move on to shooting. If you are starting off in content creation, I know most of the guys don't normally invest in cameras. We normally start off with our cell phone. One thing for sure, when I'm creating content and I'm using my cell phone to shoot, I don't use my camera default app. It's just one thing I don't use. I tried using it. It doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work. I don't like the layout. I don't like the look and feel. I just don't like the way it literally displays things. Even if I shoot in 4K, it just doesn't come out professional the way I want. And if you look at some of my videos that I shot using my phone, you will notice what I'm talking about. Or maybe I don't know how to use it, I just don't like it. So I started, researching around apps that I can really use that can give me that nice professional camera look, and I came across YouCam Perfect. Guys, for me, that's my favorite app. It literally for me acts like a camera. There are so many other things that I use it for, just in terms of editing as well. But it's just an app that is so perfect for shooting. When I'm shooting with YouCam Perfect, the layout, the frames that I can use, there are so many options, the look and feel, just how the video looks for me. It just looks so different. I also did a lot of research around the time I spent shooting my videos. Now, most of you guys that have been following me should notice that my videos are quite long. Most of the apps that I came across don't give me that flexibility to shoot longer videos, especially when videos are longer than 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Now, YouCam Perfect gave me that flexibility, and that's why I am so stuck with YouCam Perfect as a content creator. I just find it so awesome. I can't trade it for anything else. I feel in terms of shooting, it is just for me the best app. I've been using it now for I think over 6 months, and it is still working up to date. Another app I use for shooting is Power Director. Now, Power Director can be used for other things as well, in terms of masking and blending, in terms of keyframing. Even if you want to create a green screens where you just want to remove backgrounds, you can use it for motion tracking. There are so many things that you can use Power Director for, but in my case, I use it for shooting as well. So I use 2 apps for shooting. I use YouCam Perfect and Power Director. Now, moving on to editing and design. Once you have planned your content, now you have shot your videos, the next thing that you need to do is to edit and design your videos. Now, editing takes a very long time. You will spend about 10 minutes shooting your videos, and you will see that you will spend about a day just editing your videos. Now, one of the apps I use for video editing is my favorite, Adobe Premiere Rush. Now, Adobe Premiere Rush is available on iOS. It's not available on Android. I've seen a friend of mine that wanted to use it, and she uses an Android and she could not pick it up, so I don't think it's available for Android, but I use it for editing. I've been using it since I was a beginner, and at the moment I'm still using it. I just use it for editing, to add motions to my videos. I use it to add text to my videos, add images to my videos. I used it for so many things. There are just so many things that comes with Adobe Premiere Rush. Even if you want to add your music to your background, if you want to transition and you want to add elements, you can literally do it in Adobe Premiere Rush. So it comes as a free app, but at some point in time you will be forced to upgrade. For me, to be honest, I think it just works wonders. I'm using it up to date for editing. Another app I use for editing and design is Canva. For those of you guys that have been following me on my channel, you know how I have been preaching Canva. Now, if you don't have no graphics experience, you are not a graphics designer, you are fed up with Photoshop, you can use Canva. Now, it comes in an app version as well, so you can install Canva on your phone and have it on an app. I just use it for everything. I use it for thumbnails, I use it for all my artworks. Nowadays, I even use it for business. There's just everything that comes with it in terms of graphics. It's just the most perfect app ever. And if you find yourself outside and you are not doing anything, and you are not in your shooting room or in your office, you can just be on Canva and you can just be designing and capturing moments and designing on your phone wherever you are. A very good app to have. For me, my favorite app, up to date. So now you have designed your artworks and you have edited your videos. Now you need to kind of spend a lot of time around reviewing. Reviewing takes up so much time, because this is where you need to make sure that you spend so much time reviewing your pictures and taking out everything that is not necessary out of your video. Guys, reviewing is so important, and sometimes you actually need to go to an extent where you need to give your videos to someone else, or just for a second eye, to kind of review the video and really give you an honest opinion about your video. Because remember, if you are reviewing on your own, you might not find all the faults in your video. You always need to kind of have that second person to say, this you need to take out, have a look at this. Reviewing, really, I think you need to kind of be a perfectionist when it comes to review. And I'm so sure most of us don't really want to spend a lot of time around reviewing, because it's really a lot of work, just cutting out all the mumbling out of your video, really just cutting out everything that is not necessary. It's a lot of work. So sometimes you just end up leaving it there and just you cut out what really is so irritating. I would suggest spending so much time around reviewing and just making sure that you are a perfectionist when it comes to publishing your final video. Now, the last two apps I use for sharing or uploading is YouTube app. My YouTube app is on my phone at all times. It just allows you to upload your videos when you are done capturing or when you are done editing. Your YouTube app allows you to look at analytics, look at who's viewing, look at who's commenting on your channel, look at your analytics, where are the people commenting from, which countries are they commenting from. Also, just having the ability to edit, delete, things on your YouTube channel and really just manage your videos. Having that flexibility on your phone, I think for me, that's just extremely beautiful. And I feel people that are in vlogging, they can go on their YouTube apps, upload their video, and whoop, it's already on YouTube. The last app that I use for sharing is my social media apps. Now, the beauty of Adobe Premiere Rush that I use to edit my videos, once you are done with editing your video, you can literally post to all the social media pages already as part of the app. For me, that's just the beauty of how all these apps work in summary. So then finally, I would then go and share my videos on all other social media platforms. So I have my Instagram app installed, Facebook app installed, and Twitter app installed, as well as my LinkedIn. So then I go and post my video on those social media platforms, and voila, the video is out there. So really guys, that is the process that I follow. I plan around my video, I shoot my video, I edit and design, I review, and then I share or upload. That's the simple process of content creation and YouTubing. That's just it. That is the end of my beautiful video. Thank you again once more for watching. Thank you guys that you have been here and you are still here following me. I will still be here to just give you guys the content that you are looking for. What I normally try to do is just create content around the questions that I get, like which apps do you use? Depending on your feedback, that is the content that I will be bringing you guys. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, please follow, do share some love. If you have been here for a while, thank you for the support. Thank you guys. Thank you once again for watching. That was the end of the video. I'm gonna be following your comments below, and most of you guys, and especially the people here in Namibia where I am based, most of the people normally give me comments on WhatsApp, and based on those comments, those are the videos that I will be creating. I have a lot of people that ask me about editing and apps and what apps you use and whatsoever. So that is the reason why I came up with this video. Now, thanks once again for all the love that you guys show me on my channel. I see you guys again in my next video.